Hello and good morning, students. Students, I have started the topic the types of sentence, and so far we have studied two types of sentences in previous video. The first was assertive sentence, the second was interrogative sentence, and now we are studying imperative sentence. That is third topic. And from imperative sentence again, है ना, there are subtypes of imperative sentence, and the first one we have studied, that is command or order. In our previous video I have told you how the order is formed, or what is the form of order, and I told you that time that order means order is given from senior people to junior people, order is given by teacher to students, order is given by elder people to younger people. So the order starts, or such sentence starts with main verb and it ends with full stop. So that was order, and now imperative, from imperative sentence, the second type, or let us call it is a B, is request. Now, this request is also the kind of imperative sentence. And remember, students, we are studying types of sentence. From that, it is the third type, imperative sentence, and imperative sentence has again subtype, that is request. When that request means what? When you want to plead, plead means विनंती करने. When you want to say something in polite language, that time, that is called request. When we say something in polite language, when we plead, when we do it in a very polite language, that is called request. So when you want to do request, again it comes under imperative sentence, and that request begins with main verb. For example, open the door, please, full stop. What I have written here, I have started the sentence with main verb. Open the door, please. This please word gives us assurity, this gives us guarantee that this is request. Now it is not always necessary that there should be the word please. You can request without this word please. For example, just hide this word and the sentence will be open the door, and this also can be called request if you say in that way. Because again, let me tell you that what is its type, whether it is a request, whether it is a command, whether it is a warning. So it will be told by that situation, or it will be told by the speaker, who is the speaker and who is the listener. So to decide whether it is a request or command, it is not always that word is there, or words will show it. It is not always necessary. Who will decide whether it is a request or command? Who will decide it is a advice or a warning? It is the situation that will decide. What is the situation? Then that will tell whether it is a request or command, whether it is a warning or advice, etc. Also, who are the persons involved in the communication? Who is the speaker and who is the listener? That will also decide whether it is a request or whether it is a command. Now student, as I told you, when there is such a word in the sentence, then surely 100% it is a request. And then let me give next example. Don't talk, please. This is also 100% request. And if I don't use this word please, still it will be called request if I say this in polite language. Polite language means vinamra bhasha. And then again the request may be, please start the engine. Again, this is the T. Please start the engine. Again, this please word shows that it is a request, and our true sentence begins from here. Start the engine, because it begins with main verb. You have to remember always when you study imperative sentence, that imperative sentence always begins with main verb. Then such word can come, they can come before the sentence, they can come after the sentence. And as I told you, when there are such words like please, when there is a please word here also, it means it is a 100% request. But you can make request without using the word is. How? When your tone, when your way of saying is polite. Now student, so far we have seen the examples of request. Now let us go number 3, and that is suggestion. Suggestion. What suggestion means? When you want to give advice means salah. When you want to give advice to somebody, then you use particular sentence. Again, the pattern is same. Structure of the sentence is same, but it is the situation in which you use that sentence. It is the speaker and it is the listener. It is the attitude of speaker that will tell you that it is a suggestion. It is the attitude of speaker that will tell you it is a advice or it is a warning or it is a command, etc. So again, suggestion also begins with main verb. For example, when teacher talks to student, that time teacher will say brush your teeth every day. Brush your teeth every day. This is a suggestion. What is the difference between suggestion and order? Means order, it is expected that you must follow order. Order ही तुम्ही ऐकलीच पाहिजे असं स्पीकरला वाटत असतं. आणि सजेशन जे असतं ते काही कंपल्सरी नसतं. जेव्हा तुम्ही कुणीतरी तुम्हाला सल्ला दिलेला असतो तेव्हा ते तुमच्यावर डिपेंड असतं की ऐकायचं आहे का नाही. त्या सल्ल्याप्रमाणे वागायचं की नाही तो तुमच्यावर डिपेंड असतं. And that is a suggestion. And so, brush your teeth. Again, this sentence also begins with main verb. Brush your teeth every day. Or you can say, go for walking for your health. Go for walking for your health. Again, main verb, and this is a suggestion. And the last, or you can also we can make suggestion this way. Don't involve in fighting. Again, this is also suggestion. Don't involve in fighting. And so this was the we are imperative sentence. First one we have studied order. This one is request, then suggestion, and next and last one of this imperative sentence is warning. So first I will wipe the board. Now student, imperative sentence, its last type is, let us write here D, warning. What is warning? It is a strict order. Warning means strict means it is compulsory for you that you must follow it. Otherwise, some accident can happen. For example, if there is a live wire, जिवंत wire असेल. If there is a live wire then it is said don't touch. If there is a pole, electricity pole is there, and that pole is of iron, then on that pole it is written, there is a slit, on that slit it is written don't touch. It means it is must that you must not touch, and if you touch, then surely some accident can happen, or then surely the accident will happen. So in the same way, on the borders, for example, on the border of India and Pakistan, it is written, some instruction is given, don't trespass. It means don't pass the border, and if you pass, then surely you will face some big trouble. So student, if you observe imperative sentence, we have seen four types of imperative sentence, and all those types are telling something to the listener. Through the imperative sentence, we tell listener to do something or not to do something. What I said, that through imperative sentence or through all these four types, we tell listener to do something or not to do something. And all these types, all these sentences, they begin with main verb, and so they are called imperative sentences. Now student, this also type we have finished imperative sentence, and now last type of the types of sentence, that is called exclamatory sentence. When you want to express your feelings, your emotions with shock, that time such type of sentence is used. And let me tell you, any sentence can be the exclamatory sentence if it is said with surprise, if it is said with shock. If there is a surprise in the sentence, then any sentence can be exclamatory sentence. And still there are formal two types of structures, and still there are typical two common structures. One sentence begins with where, how, and second sentence begins with what. First sentence, let us say that first sentence that begins with how, then we use word how plus, then we use word adjective plus pronoun plus helping verb plus exclamative mark. This is the typical structure. Again, let me tell you that it is not always that this is the structure only. There can be any sentence construction that can be exclamatory sentence. Why? Because when any sentence, when that sentence is expressed, when that sentence is said with surprise or shock, that can be the example of exclamatory sentence. But why I have written this structure? Because these structures are common. So I will discuss here the two structures. The first one is how, adjective, pronoun, and helping verb. For example, let us write one example. How lucky. After how there is adjective, I have taken one adjective. How lucky. Then pronoun. Who is lucky, whether it is a male, female, etc. Then I will write a suitable pronoun for that person. Now, how lucky, who is lucky? For example, XYZ man is lucky. Then I will say he. Suitable pronoun. If the man is lucky, then I will say he. What I have done, how, then adjective lucky, then pronoun he, then helping verb. For he, there are two helping verbs. He is or was. So if that person is now lucky, then I will write is. If that person was lucky in the past, then I will write was. So let us write is. How lucky he is. And helping verb I have written here. Then exclamatory mark is. How lucky he is. तो किती नशीबवान आहे. And second type of sentence, that is a B, that begins with what. What is the typical type of structure of this type sentence? What we use word what, then noun phrase, that is adjective and noun come together. Joint words. Which joint words? There is adjective and then noun is there. Then plus pronoun. Sorry, one word is missing. What, then then adjective plus joined with noun, then next one is adjective joined with noun and then pronoun and then helping verb and then exclamatory sentence, exclamatory mark. What, after that adjective and noun, they come together. Then suitable pronoun, then helping verb, then exclamatory mark. Let us write one example. For example, what a big fish. What then then big fish, adjective and noun. Big is adjective, noun, they have come joining together. Then for this big fish, what is the suitable pronoun? It. This pronoun suitable one, it. Then helping verb is, and then exclamatory mark, this one. And so the example will be what a big fish it is. Now student, remember, if this word, this noun is plural, then you cancel this a. You cannot use here a. Just don't use a if your noun is plural. So student, I hope that you have understood. 3 days before I had started this topic, types of sentence, and now today I have finished this topic with all its types. You pause all these videos and you copy down all these things in your notebook. So next video, till that time, have a nice day. Thank you.